And guys, it is now the day after, about 26 hours after the update 2.3 for Stepford County Railway just dropped. So today I'm going to be going over everything that has come to this update. So let's get into the video. So guys, what is a better place to start this video than the main feature of this new update? The new power lines. And I'm currently at Hampton Hargate station here. As you guys can see here at the top of the train, we have working pantographs, and they go up and down and they animate very, very nicely. And guys, just to show you here, if I spawn in, let's say, on this train here, and I spawn in at Trinity Way, we can spawn in. So, just to show you guys here, at the top of the train, if you guys can see there, we have a lowered pantograph. But if I hold down P, I can raise it up and it animates very smoothly. And if I were to lower this down like that, I I can move my power, but it won't let me move. But if I raise it back up, the power line goes up and I can move. But that is not the only thing that came to this update, as you cannot drive trains without using either one of these three features: the engine, the pantograph, or the battery. Now, this train here is electric, so it can run on battery. If I hold down B to turn on the battery, I can now drive using up electricity, which goes down as you guys can see in this meter. But if I use the pantograph, I swap over to the pantograph and it will recharge the electricity. And guys, for the next feature of this update, platform predictions. You guys may have noticed here at Willowfield, for example, if I open the D menu, you can see your current schedule, what stations you are supposed to arrive and at what time. But now you have predictions for what platform you are going to be assigned to. For me at Willowfield, we have platform 1. And to show you guys the other way, I put my pantograph back up, by the way, and it does work on every single train. Very, very nice. Now, as you guys can see here, we have lots. For example, Hendon Park at platform 1, Beachley at platform 2, City Hospital at platform 1, Stepford Central at platform A rather than B, and Four Ways at platform A. All of these have their predictions. And Barton platform 2, and St Helens Bridge platform 3, and that is a very, very nice touch. And guys, for the next feature of this update, we have functionality of the train ready to start boxes. And just to show you guys what these boxes are, currently I'm at Hampton Hargate and there is no service on and here until 6:05, which is 1 minute, on platform 2. Now, platform 2 is over, so I can go over to platform 2, and just to show you guys the train ready to start boxes, I can come here and we have the box. Now, this won't open until the train arrives, and this train I think is a terminus train, but I'm not sure, and I don't actually see the train yet. It's actually a very, very covered station. Yeah, I don't see the train yet, but when this train does arrive, this box will open and you have to use the train ready to start here rather than in the actual panel like you used to. Very nice touch, adds to realism, and I think it's actually a very nice feature. And guys, for the next feature, we have new trains. I'm going to go over every single train that has come out or changed, starting with the class 398 to the Metro. That's this tram train right here, as you guys may have seen in my YouTube short. The new tram, and it actually is very, very skinny, and it's pretty short, and you can get a double variant of this. And the next train that came out is the Class 91, which has been added to Express. So if I go over to Express, the Class 91 here. Now, you do need the Monday Trains Game Pass to use this train, because this is a very big train and not really used by every use on these smaller trains. But you can't, and you actually can't drive this small, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, there has to be lots behind the paywall, but it's fine. Lots of trains in this game are, and I guess they're starting to add to that to make it actually more worth it. Because that way you can actually drive a lot more trains in this game with the game pass. Because it is 1,000 Robux, like $10, and you do want a good value out of it. Next up, we have the class 351 double, and if on Connect. So here we have the 352, which is 4 cars. But 351, here we go. This is also 4 cars. 300 points. I cannot. Actually, I cannot afford that. We've also got the 351 double, which is part of lot behind the paywall, and really unfortunate, but it's fine. And I guess that kind of makes sense. And also the 385 is now not a double, and 3851, which is actually very long now. And yeah, that's quite a few trains added. Class 185 double has been added, Class 385 double, and the Class 700 has been added to Connect as part of the Long Trains Game Pass. So if I can find the 700 right here, it's this train, and it is now along the train. Interesting. And we didn't actually have the 700. It's a new train, but it's locked behind the paywall, and it's not that bad. It's just very similar to the other trains of this lot. And then we also had the Class 398 exclusive tram train service between Berkeley and Whitney Green via Greenslade. So you can actually go past Greenslade now, which is pretty cool. And let's show you guys. And guys, here we are at Greenslade Station. It's a nice exterior here. We've got a bus stop with some buses and cars around. We've got some adverts here. We've got nice scenery. I'm glad they're starting to add some details to the scenery because it is a bit bizarre in some areas, but I'm glad they're starting to put some effort into all of this. And this is the station, the main station, Greenslade. You can terminate here, you can drive through here. Water line terminates here, but the tram, metro, does go through. And so if I come round here, I'm actually going to beat Yanster and go straight over. There we go. And if I go round here, guys, you will see a bit of area. So this track here goes round, and you may think that at Greenslade this is a dead end and this goes nowhere, but you would actually be interested to know that is actually wrong. And guys, just so you know, you can walk on these tracks, these won't kill you. And this is a normal critical tram station that you would have seen in my YouTube short if you were watching that. And this is the metro station Denton Road, next to Berkeley. And this is actually pretty cool. It's like a normal Manchester style tram stop. Looks pretty cool. Lots of these do look the same though. We've also got the underpass with a train over there and can come through. And yeah, right next to Greenslade as well. And we also have the new edition of Cadoxton, which is this station here, if it will turn around. Yep, there we go. This is Cadoxton. It is a very small station. And we also have Stepford Bay. And this is an extension over near Morganstown in this game. And it is a pretty small station as well. But I'm not going to go into this yet. I'm going to do all of that at once. And then next we're going to go into the new Connect routes. So there are new Connect routes. We've got some interesting new stuff for Connect. Connect does actually now do semi-fast and services like that. I will show you on the Class 360. So down, I actually can't show you on this one. Okay, here we go. So we have the Stepford Central to Limbo the Sea semi-fast, and this is a 34-minute service, and it does go all the way, but it is semi-fast, so it will skip a few stations. We also have the West Wyvern semi-fast, so I guess these are routes that already exist. Oh, Airport Central to West Wyvern is in the game now, and Airport Central to Leighton West. Pretty nice. And I guess the semi-fast ones are pretty good. They are basically the normal routes, but quicker. Pretty nice. And we also have new metro routes, if I show you guys, on 398, for example. We have loads. We have Stepford Central. Actually, I think that was already in the game. Barton was already in the game. Stepford Bay. So Greenslade to Stepford Bay, Beachley to Stepford Bay, Willowfield to Stepford Bay, Whitney Green to Stepford Bay, and Stepford Victoria to Greenslade. And that is a lot of. Oh, we also have this one here, Stepford Central to Whitney Green, which I do already own. And that is a lot of new routes, and that is very good. Then we have the new Airlink route on the terminal shuttle. So that is actually something that I discovered. I don't think it was mentioned, but I got the hint in the trailer. So you guys would know that we did already have the airport shuttle, which has Airport Parkway, Airport Central, Terminal 1, 2, and 3. But now we have the terminals to Morgantown shuttle. So all of these here, Airport Parkway, Airport Central, 1, 3, and 2. And these are bracketed out because they are only available on one direction. But now it extends to Morgantown, which now looks horrendous now. I will go into that later. We also have the Hampton Hargate one, which is the exact same as the other one, just Hampton Hargate instead of Morgantown. And that is actually not that bad. I like the fact that they extended it a little bit so that it's not just the airport. Because what's the point of just having a train just in the airport, when you can extend it a station further at least to get some passengers to the airport, to and from the airport. Then next we are going to be going over the Metro exclusive depots. So we now have Beachley and Bowden depots for the Metro. We also have new signaling additions. So we have a bunch of new signaling centres and a new SPAD alert if you pass a signal at danger. And specific stop markers has been added and a bunch of different stuff to signaling. Not going to go into too much detail about that though, because that's not really the most interesting part of this update. Express has received a new announcer, and it is very different. So if I just go on to Express here, let's say the Class 180, which I did buy yesterday with my refund from the Class 444, and rest in peace by the way, and if I go in here, and volume, let's say volume all the way. Let's turn on the engine, and just to show you guys signal at danger, let's do this. So signal at danger, let's see what it sounds like.
SPAD alert.
And it does actually say that twice as well.
SPAD alert.
Yeah. And that is the SPAD, which means signal pass at danger. And we are going to head over as a passenger to Lynn by the Sea just to show you guys the new Express voice. So if I head in to connect and go all the way down to the bottom, Lynn by the Sea, and let's head down and find the next express train.
Terminates here.
And guys, the train is now arriving at platform 0, and we can now check it out. We've got two other people here just checking out the train, and shout out to these people. Like the Metro is just not the Metro. What am I thinking? Express is now here, and I think that looks like the new Express train. So I think this person does own the London Trains Game Pass. So let's hear it, and once it starts, I will let you guys know. It's a very big train. I do quite like it. Right, let's hear it.
This station is Lynn by the Sea. This train terminates
The train
here.
now approaching
All change,
platform
please.
2.
Thank
Terminates
you for
here.
travelling with
This
us.
train is the
And there you guys go. That is the announcer for the Express. Now, moving on to the next part of this update.
Calling
And the
at
next part I'm going to
Leighton
be
City
mentioning today
and
is
Stepford
the
Central.
new releases of upgraded stations. So let's go check them out. Starting off with Beachley. And Beachley actually got a very big change. And it is pretty nice. And we've got a train coming in. So this is Beachley from the outside. Specific to Metro, by the way. Connect does, I'm pretty sure Connect does come here, but Beachley is looking very nice. We've got some cool scenery around the outside, pretty standard to this game, but as you guys come in, we have the destination board, the tickets, the booths that you would speak to get the tickets, unpaid fares, and the welcome to Beachley inside. So if I head up to platform 3 for example, you guys can see that we have some very nice platforms, and they are bent. And we do have these markers as well. And this is looking very nice. We've got some seats, we've got a train leaving, which is actually the double tram, by the way, so skinny. And coming on to the other side, it is very nice. We've got some shelter in the middle, but on the outside, not as much. And overall, very nice. We've got a terminus there for the Stepford Bay route, and or any route that terminates at the station. And overall, very nice change. I would give it a very good score, and it is a very good change, and much better than the original. And for the next station on this route, Bowden. Bowden has received minor improvements, not that many. And as you guys can see here, we've got their depot here, and we've got a train here. Very nice. And if you guys know, then in the previous version of Bowden, this was a wall. I believe this was a wall at least. Everything else is still the same though, it's just the outside looks so much better. We've got the train here, we've got the depot, looks very clean. And let's just say goodbye to that train, which just despawned. But overall, Bowden looks pretty much the same, not too much to say about it. I would definitely say this could use a little bit of improvement, perhaps. But overall, decent change. It's not that bad, and I think it could use a little bit of a change. And the next station on our list, Berrily, the famous POG station, which now has a very nice change, starting with the insides of the main terminal for main Berrily station. We've got some adverts here. We've got the entrance looking very slick. Reminds me of the new version of Ellesmere Junction. Now, if I come over the bridge and go downstairs, you guys can see we've got a little bit of a roof in. Looks very clean. We've got a very nice station and looks, in my opinion, much better than the original. And they made a very good change. And now we can go back outside of the station now that we've seen everything on the inside, and we can see the other part of Berrily that has come into the game. And we are here. This is Berrily tram stop, and this is right on the road, as you guys can see. And it's very nice to see the trams finally on the road. And I think it's a very good thing that they are putting this on the roads. And it is very nice, even though Stepford County Railway is known to be a railway game rather than a on the streets tram game. I still like that they added this. It's a nice mixture to the game, so that it's not just railway. And overall, I'm pretty sure all of the stations in this, all the tram stops in this game will look pretty much the same. Not that bad though. This gives me the vibes of a Manchester stop as well, and looks very nice. And next up, Whitney Green. This station also has two parts, the tram stop and the main terminus, or well, pass through. This is the tram stop. Not that I go into too much detail about this. Looks pretty much the same as the other ones, but again, very nice touch to add to the game. Then up here, coming up onto a hill, which reminds me of my local train station actually, and is a very nice, well, not bad, not half bad. And this is very similar to my local train station, which I guess this would fit for a lot of stations in the UK. And not very big, not that bad, and pretty good. Doesn't need any changes because it pretty much is what it does the job that it needs and it needs to do, and overall doesn't really need any changes. It's it's not that bad. Now, for Mordenstown docks, not a very big change, but overall, lots of nice exterior, and if I come onto the inside, which actually has a service expected on platform 2 for Benton, which is, I assume, is a tram, and Mordenstown docks, in general, pretty much looks the same up here, but as I mentioned, it is pretty much the stuff on the outside, and for the Mordenstown section, which looks much different. I also noticed, which, is actually this. It's actually a water line. Someone's actually using water line. Okay. And coming over is a bridge where you can look over onto Mordenstown and watch trains come in. Overall, a very nice spot. I might use this as a train spot in Nutrishort. Not sure. But overall, nice change. It's not that bad. We've got some stuff over there. A little bit of a park. Underpass, sort of. Not too much, though, and of course Benton Bridge in the distance. And for the next station on this route, Mordenstown, the most disappointing change ever. In my opinion, they made it look worse. I think Mordenstown looked so much better before, but I guess in the terms of an actual UK train game, this does look better in a way. I still think they don't didn't really need to make the change. It looks very nice though. It's not that bad. I like the fact that it's down sub ground, and then you have to go in and then up, like in other stations in the UK where you, and then go up onto the platform. It's not that bad. I just don't think this change was necessary to be this um major. I think that if they were going to change Mordenstown, they should have kept the original structure and just made the exterior look a bit better because the exterior was a bit bland. Next up, Hampton Hargate, the biggest station in this game to get a rework, and it looks so much better. Look at this. This looks like Reading in a way. I guess you'd actually Bowden looks like Reading, but this looks like one of these major stations. It's like a bit like the airport Parkway and Central stations, that sort of design. And I like the way that this game is going to get all of these stations looking very, very nice and works for the sort of atmosphere that and frequent services that they use. Because this station does have frequent services before the update, and I like the fact that this is a big hub, and it definitely needed this change. It looked very, very basic before, and looks so much better. Just look at all the scenery, and it looks so much better than before. And for the last station on this route, which didn't really get too much of a change, just a scenery change, Starlot. Looks better on the outside, but overall didn't really need rework and polishing on the inside. It's all the same, but I guess the bridge got reworked a little bit, and now you cannot access the bridge directly. You have to still have to walk down, and that is a very nice change. I was a bit confused by the fact that the bridge was extended all the way down to the beach, but I guess they've changed it, and it looks much better. It's a nice village sort of place. Reminds me of my local station, actually my other local station, my main local station, and it looks very, very nice. And I'm going to now wrap up this video. And just to go over the final bits that have come out, mainly I'm not going to be going over them because they're very minor. Route changes have been made. Some of them have become semi-fast, some of them have been removed the restrictions, some of them have been extended, and some of them have been redirected. Some of the sounds have been changed, some of the signaling and changes have been made. Zone borders have been overhauled, zones are now numbered, desk locations have been overhauled, and the signal numbers have been overhauled to a new format. And any pedestrian role can now spawn at signal spawn locations, which is not that bad. and deck rows have been renamed, bunch of models have been added in various locations, and UI station and on-train maps have been updated. So, and then of course lots of bug fixes, and then that's basically everything in this update. I hope you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed the video at all, and let me guys know in the comment section what you are looking forward to for update 2.4, or what you are hoping to see in update 2.4 if you don't actually know anything. And what did you like or not like about this update? And before I wrap up this video, just one more thing to mention. Rest in peace to the Class 444. Can we just get a rest in peace Class 444 in the comment section below? Main reason for that removal was because of third rail services being being removed, and Class 444 was a third rail train, so it didn't really fit for this game. Understandable, but a little bit annoying. Let me guys know in the comment section below what you thought was good or bad. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.